Hey, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. You joining us in on another episode of myself and Mark on our Sports Roundtable podcast. And first, I want to say thank you for listening to us, supporting us. Hey, and please subscribe and go get the full episode on YouTube on a Down South Sports Roundtable. I appreciate your support, man. Mark, man, what's going on, bro?
Everything's good, man.
Yeah,
Another great day of sports to talk
yeah,
about.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know,
Um, you
everything's
know,
wonderful.
right now we had the Knicks just lost. So now, what I mean, Knicks up 3-2. They just lost to the 76ers. Tonight you got Indiana playing Milwaukee right now. I say not a full healthy Milwaukee. So man, what you thinking, bro? How this stuff going on with you, man?
Yeah, I think it's going how it's supposed to. Jalen Brunson is balling for the Knicks. Did you see the Knicks, their crowd when they played in Philly the last game?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was more Knicks fans than Philly fans. They were upset.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
you gotta have money to live in New York, man. So they got money to travel, go see them play. And
yeah. They travel well, but
yeah,
the 76 Philly usually has good fans too.
yeah,
But yeah, New York is a different monster though.
it's a different monster, man. So I think that helped Bronson go off, man. Cause that man,
Hmm.
he reached in that bag that I don't even think he even knew he had in the bag.
Right, right.
Boy, he would carry that team. You know what I mean? He carried that team all the way through. Cause they injured too.
Yeah, yeah, they really are.
Yeah, the Knicks is injured. Bronson
Mhm.
carried that too. You know what I mean? So I I think that they'll go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Um, I think they got a good shot to make it to the Eastern Conference Final. I'm gonna say the finals, but at least the Eastern Conference because the East is hurt, bro. Look at Milwaukee. You know what I mean? It's hurt. I mean, you got injured people all over, bro. On the East, so Phillies. You know what I mean? Between who went out of Philly, I mean Philly. Obviously, they. I don't even know why they didn't win this game tonight because
Right.
you letting the 50% Embiid that can barely move. You know what I mean? Handle his business. You got to beat him while you're down. Then for a team like that, get a longer break.
That shows you his talent, though, to
Yeah,
be able to do what he's doing. Like say at 50%, and that shows you the lackluster performance from the rest of his team. Like, where's the rest of his team?
no,
Right. I mean, I know you got Maxi, who was
yeah,
cold, but you like say them two people can't do it. You gotta have a team, just
yeah.
like the Suns. Booker and Durant can't do it. They dropped 49 points. Booker dropped 49 and Durant dropped 33. And they still lost. So
So that's what really got a three-headed monster, but it's Big
mhm.
Bill,
Bill scored 9 points.
bro.
Six.
Come
I was
on, bro.
it six?
Come on, man. Bro,
Yeah, I
hey,
think it
come
was
on.
nine.
I promise
That's
you can
terrible.
start somebody with the bench that can get you more points than that.
And he went to the All-Star game.
Bro, man. So you got to think about it, man. And between that Bill deal for to get to the Suns, and also with KD, do
Right.
you know Phoenix do not have any draft picks until the draft going into the 2030 season? That's almost 5 years from now, man.
Don't have any draft picks.
No draft pick because the NBA is on the 2 rounds.
Right.
They have no draft picks.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do a lot of trading, man. 'Cause that ain't
And
gonna work.
so that's why I'm gonna say, who you think getting traded? Nobody want Bill. They're like, y'all will pay for this dude. Nah, we don't want him. I don't know. It'd be almost like KD. It had to be KD.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
I don't see them getting rid of Book, but I think one or two gonna be gone. That's the only way you're gonna get draft picks. You trade.
You got to trade, and like you said, no, you're not gonna get much for Bill
You ain't gonna get
at
nothing for Bill
this point. So it
because
got to be KD.
the NBA, they fully guaranteed contracts.
Mm-hmm.
It's only like maybe I think less than 5% NBA players that are not on guaranteed contract. That's usually like your bench people or somebody that got injured a couple times, but they ain't like a 6-man, 7-man, whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
they might have a clause in there where they get paid, but it's a non-guaranteed contract.
Right.
For the most part, everybody got guaranteed contracts.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be
You got to
something like
play,
that, man.
hey, and then that, you know what I mean. Anybody, people will give you a first round pick or multiple year first round picks for KD.
Right, right. No doubt about it. So,
So I, I don't. That's the only way you're gonna get draft picks, man. Because if they keep with that crap and build,
yeah,
I mean, it's gonna be a complete idiot to trade for him, man. So,
yeah, he talked all that noise. He said he never been swept, and
he
he'd be
came.
damned if
He
it
came.
happened.
He came back on the interview. I see it. He said, "I be damned." And he
Yeah,
laughed. They laughed. All the reporters they laughed about it.
yeah.
I mean, because
Yeah, they stopped doubling teaming Anthony Edwards in the
bruh,
second half. They
he was
stopped double,
cooking them.
and he said that's what he said. He said they stopped double teaming me. Okay, okay.
Bruh.
Why would you do that?
Hey, like when you remember I put you on, like if you travel somewhere, try to get the embassy suite because they got that full on breakfast, whatever. They got to cook the order. They cook your omelets. But hey,
Yeah.
that's how after that was doing Bill. Boy, he had him on a skillet making an
Yeah.
omelet, bro, all night.
All night, and he started cooking more in the second half.
Hey, bro, cooking them. God,
You,
bro.
you, you better get out there, young man. Wait,
Hey,
hey, that man, that boy is some serious.
for me, it only take about 2 or 3 times. Hey, bro, I need help over here, man. Hey, man. Hey, our defense scheme ain't working. Our defense scheme ain't working. We need to start trapping and we need to get double teamed, bro. Nah,
Man, he almost hurt Kevin Durant. How he dunked on?
nah. Hey, Denver Durant, he dodged that one. He said, "Nah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna post him." That young man, he got a different energy set right now. I'm 36
man,
years
what
old.
you say? What you, I don't know what type of serum he got in him, but they need to be tested. They say all his shoes have sold out.
For
At
real.
this, mm-hmm. Like
He
all
under,
eyes on him.
is he under Nike?
I think it's Adidas.
Adidas? Man,
Mm-hmm.
hey man, go and get that man out of that Jordan brand.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt about it. I
That,
don't, I don't know why he ain't.
Nike, and Nike done messed up a lot on. I can say a lot. I mean, they have messed up a few times on getting big star athletes under a shoe brand. Like they really from the bag on Steph Curry. Remember they? I don't know if you ever
No,
heard that story. That like they
mm-hmm.
said his name wrong. The presentation had Kevin Durant name all over it. He was like, "Man, I ain't going there," and that's how he ended up getting in bed with doggone Under Armour
No,
and gave him that lifetime deal. They messed up on that one. You know what I mean? They really messed up on that one. There was
big time.
another one. I can't remember who it was. It was somebody else. They kind of Fox, Darren Fox for the Kings.
Mm-hmm.
He's the first player signed under Under Armour, but Nike messed up on him too. They messed up on him too. So it been a few times that you know what I mean. Like so, if I don't know the whole backstory about after going to Adidas, maybe Nike ain't even offer him. Adidas came to the table real fast. I don't see that lasting too long. I think Nike probably gonna try to find a way to get him
Oh,
over. You know what I mean? That's like they did Kobe. You know what I mean? Because remember Kobe at first he was under Adidas. You know what I mean?
I have to look into that.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into it because these don't really. I mean, I think I know what's called James Harden done at Adidas though,
Mm-hmm.
but his shoes I gotta pay his Adidas shoes, man. They bulky, heavy. You know what I mean? They, you know, they ain't. Nike would never made it like that. I say that.
Man, people were talking about his shoes the whole game, like Sunday, where I was at. People watching the game. I
Yeah.
was like, man, look at them shoes. That, and they just look big and bulky.
I got, and I mean this. Man, I got shoes and shoes. We grew up kind of just collecting shoes and stuff. I think these shoes probably I may have worn them like 3 or 4 times, but they like maybe like 5 years old or something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
it got like the band on the top of it. But they heavy and bulky, bro. Like yeah, they real heavy and bulky. They almost they almost they almost kind of blockish like a boot type of thing too, man.
But you lost a bit. That's why you bought them.
Nah, bro. I think I bought them because it was on sale. That's why I think I bought them. I came across. That's what these look straight. You know what I mean? Let me try these out.
Yeah.
And probably the worst.
Yeah. I can lift weights in these. Gym shoes.
They'll eventually turn into some cutting the grass shoes very soon. But then yeah, he don't make. That's what like these don't really make great. You know what I mean? Basketball.
Right. Maybe you want to go out and like that.
Nah. It's only I'm trying to think of. It might be most they'll wear like I got some Adidas just kind of athletic shoes. They make like but basketball shoes. They ain't been a good form of that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man.
Just give me a pair of shell toes.
Yeah.
And I'm good.
But that's Let me ask you something, man. So it was the Suns got sweet. We just talked about that. And we both I think we agree like hey, that shit gonna break up. Somebody, especially they ain't got no draft picks.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah.
are you taking? You know what I mean? Are you gonna go with trying it out one more year before you have to make a move? I don't know.
No.
That's gonna be a hard decision for a GM.
No, you got swept. Like you lost the
First
whole
round,
series.
and you
Right.
got you supposed to have 3 good superstars.
Right.
So
And right. So I don't know what you could do to. Well, you're not gonna fix it in 1 year. I say that because
yeah,
if you do have to trade like a Durant, that's a key piece that you're missing.
yeah,
But I mean, you could get like you said 2 first-round picks and 2 good bench players or 2 good players on your team for a Durant.
yeah.
So
I
that
say
could
that.
help you out.
What about what if they keep the roster the same but get rid of the coach?
I don't think it's the coach because Beal scored 9 points. The coach can't shoot. He can't go out there and score the ball. And like I said, this man was on the All Star team, so he's just not living up to, his duties basically. It's
Yeah,
supposed to be the big three, the
yeah,
third man in the big three. So that's on him at
yeah,
that point in time. I mean, and the coach wasn't doing bad when they was winning for real. When they was almost in the we're going to the championship.
yeah, yeah. I got you.
So
I got you. Okay.
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I get you.
It's a changing of the guard in the NBA right now because
Yeah,
all the people who have the star-studded names are out the playoffs, are leaving the playoffs early. The LeBrons, the KDs, Steph Curry's. It's a
yeah,
changing of the guard right now.
yeah. I say it's cheaper to replace a coach than replace a player. It's gonna be
Yeah,
cheap,
it is. It
and
is.
so they're gonna have to go on evaluation too. But what about what you thinking about with LeBron, man? They got the gentleman suite, but it ain't turned
Mm-hmm.
out good. And I mean that roster got to go. That
Yeah,
roster really got to go. That
yeah.
roster, I mean, bro,
But I think they definitely have a problem with their front office. I mean, which everybody knows. As far as getting the right players in, and
you think he
you
out
know,
of there? You think LeBron out of there?
he could be. I mean, he sure could be, and I think it's all going to be predicated on where his son could be eligible to go to. Like you were saying, who knows what the Golden State might have for him.
Yeah, I mean, he on this last year to deal. He got a player option. He ain't gonna take that player option. Um,
Mm-mm,
and
for
I said,
51
I
million.
said it before. Hey, Golden State, they already said they're interested. Then they kind of squashed it. You know what I mean? Right at the trade deadline. That is a great. I think that'll be a. If I mean everything's in LA for him. He got it. You know what I mean? But I think for 1 or 2 years, I think he'll do Golden State. And if they get his son, now the Lakers on reports. Now it was reports that saying the Lakers is willing to draft Bronny to keep LeBron. I think that's a horrible reason to draft him.
It is, but I can see it to get him. And I really don't think they need too many more pieces. I just think they need the right pieces to play.
Like we talk about Bill, he's a weak kind of link.
Right.
What's his name? That shoot left handed with my tongue.
Shoot left hand.
Yeah. The one that supposed to be hitting all the three, but then they kind of bailed out on the team on that third game.
D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, D'Angelo Russell. Them two right there. You look at each team, they got swept and gentlemen swept. They got one person that's a starter not showing up. That's supposed to get you at least. They're supposed to get you double digits.
Yeah, he definitely
at least 20. Those two players supposed to at least get you 20.
Definitely, he's supposed to be doing it, and it hasn't showed up.
Yeah, and then AD, I'm surprised he lasted this long through the year. I mean, as the way he be getting nicked up, boy, you swear he played football. I mean, bro, how soft do you need to make the league to stay on the court, bro? Like, I mean, you can't. Now, I'm gonna tell you this: that is one player. AD is one player that would not make it in the '90s and the '80s.
Oh, not at all.
Nah, bro. Nah.
He don't have the right body size to play in the '90s.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you couldn't be sticking bones in the '90s going against them boys. They'll snap your legs in two. Yeah, no, he definitely make it. Not at all, man. They gonna have to do something though. They're gonna have to switch it up and do something, man.
Yeah.
It's not working.
Yeah.
It's not working.
Yeah, man. So I can see the only team I can say this, LeBron, the only team I can see him going to is Golden State.
Yeah, because like I said, he don't want to leave the West Coast. He's not going to leave.
Now he ain't leaving. He ain't going back to the Cavaliers. He ain't going back.
Much as he loves Cleveland.
Yeah.
Much as he loves Cleveland. He ain't going back.
He ain't going there. He ain't going to New York. No, that ain't happening.
No. That's why to be the only team I can see him going to right now at this point in time. So we're gonna see what they can do, man. Whoever makes, the best pool or the best decision for Bronny.
Yeah. It got to be a West Coast team.
Yeah.
Kings, maybe they young, but I see Golden State.
Yeah.
I see Golden State.
I can definitely see that too.
Yep, I can see Golden State. What other things you seen in the playoff that's catching your eye?
Man. So I love the Mavericks, man. I love how they play. I love their team. I don't know if they'll be able to pull it off all the way. I can see them winning this series and getting to possibly the Western Finals.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you seen them play Sunday. They was down 31 points. Boy, 31. Kyrie, he was just like Bronson, bro. That game, remember, because that bang was back to back, bro. Bronson, right. Kyrie was going to his bad, bro. He was going. I mean, seriously, he was going to the bad, man. He was just going haywire. And
They
Luka,
came all the way back.
he was making a lot of mistakes, missing a lot of easy
Mm-hmm.
shots under the goal, man. A lot of turnovers. It was a lot of jacked up foul calls he did not get, but Luka even said at the game or the post conference saying that, hey, that's on me because I got to help out Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm failing him. I got to help him out. And Luka do get into them slumps where he'll turn the ball over too many times, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? He'll go crazy. So next game tomorrow, yeah, he gonna go crazy. He gonna
Yeah.
go crazy. He gonna go crazy. So you
Which
know
he usually does. He usually does, and
he just
I mean
about
that's what you have those big three for. You know, because when one slumps off or falls out, the other one picks up the slack. So
yep, yep.
yeah,
Um,
like I said, that's it.
Down from 31.
Man, that was major.
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was major. And to
Yeah,
take the lead, and like they kept saying, they dodged the bullet now
yeah,
because that would have been the biggest upset, largest comeback in playoff history there,
yeah. Hey, think about
and
it.
they should have won.
They should have won. Yes, they should have won. It was turnover again, foul
Yep.
again. Just you know what I mean? Little stuff. They closed
Mm-hmm.
it up. But think about this. That's the difference between that playoff basketball than the regular season. Regular season, they wouldn't have fought that hard to come back. You know what I mean? They'll try third quarter. You know what I mean? They'll probably just kind of go through the motions and they'll be subbing out people and we'll rest for the next. You know what I mean? Back to back or whatever. Playoffs, they got to fight for it.
It's a different monster,
It's a
man.
different
Yeah.
ball game. That's a perfect example of that. That's a different ball game during the playoffs. So
Mhm.
yeah, bro. Yeah, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
so hey, I'm gonna go through these reports, man. Kind of go through some news stuff, man. After the Lakers lost, Magic Johnson went on the record. He said the reason the Lakers was in this situation is because of load management, and his explanation was those games, a lot of the games that they load managed through is the reason why their record suffered. They had to play in a play-in tournament, and also now that's how they got matched up with Denver. So what you think about what Magic said?
But and at the beginning of the season, they were saying that this load management was going to cost some teams, positions in the playoffs. At this point in time, I mean, here we are. You know, the day has come. So, and I believe it because
Yeah,
you sitting the players during games that you should be winning, or some players not playing when they need to be in certain games. You know, that's ten games. You need it all season. That 10 games hurts. When it comes to May and June.
yep, yep, yep.
Yeah, so I can believe it. I definitely believe what he's saying.
Because they was
Uh,
it was like a game. I think one or two games behind to even not have to play in a play-in tournament.
right.
Because remember, him and Golden State was like right neck and neck at like that. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So I mean that lower man, they ain't gonna admit it, but you know what I mean. that goes into it, man. You lost games that you didn't need to lose.
Yeah, you did it to yourself.
Yep, you did it to yourself. I don't. I guess that's the old school in us, man. Because I don't believe that we ain't never see that lower management to it. I think the first play we started seeing that load management was um what's his name? Um,
I think it's
with
the
the Clippers. Kyrie Kyrie Leonard.
Kawhi
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard.
Kyrie, yeah. Kawhi Leonard. Yeah. He was the first people because he kept dealing with them knee injuries.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind
Yeah,
of start hiding it, you know what I mean? Remember they were kind of hiding what's really wrong with his knee. He got 40 games, like, oh, you just said some tendonitis, you know what I mean? Just stuff like that. So I think that was the reason why. That's when we start seeing that load management. Then other people start picking up on it.
yeah.
So
I don't know who the first one was, the actual first one, but I sure remember that period though.
yeah, that was it. I
Kawhi
think
was
it started
missing.
with him.
Yeah, he was
Because
missing a lot of games.
yeah, he missed a lot of games on purpose. Because our era shooting, hey, you almost had a doggone drag somebody off the court that was, you know what I mean, and not to play. They're gonna at least try.
Right. Right.
I,
And Kawhi is a hard playing. He's a hard player. So he plays hard. He's kind of like a Westbrook type of player. So I
yeah,
mean, I can see him being beat up because of his style of play.
I think he never had no significant like bad injury that he recovered
He
from.
has. Right.
So
He has.
I think his is just more. He just got bad arthritis from genetics. To be real with you, and then
That
you
could be
just
good.
going. You know what I mean? Now you playing a fast paced sport. I mean, because he didn't have no ACL injuries, blah blah blah,
Right.
that he had recovered from that
Right.
might have caught. His just came earlier, so I think his might just came from genetics. Of
It has to be. It has to be because you can tell it's lingering. That's why
yeah,
they have to keep doctoring.
yeah,
So
because
he's
once
nothing he can do.
you get rid of it, you can
Right.
get rid of arthritis. It's
Right.
weak.
It's nothing he can do.
I mean, I don't know if he's been doing that stuff, that stem cell, because I know a lot of athletes start now. They start trying to do stem cells, um, and that's how Aaron Rodgers came back from Achilles. That's ready to go. You know what I mean? Fast where he's supposed. Stem cells. It's expensive as crap, but you know what I mean. I don't know if he's been doing that, but like I'm saying, here you could tell and because he's overweight, he take care of his body. You know what I mean. You see, he's fit. He ain't never had no just like no real bad injury. Like if it was football, then that'd be a different story. Like nah, you something that happened, but he. Ain't, I think he's just really just genetic, and he just got bad arthritis, bro.
Yeah, it has to be. I believe that because, like you said, he hasn't had any major surgeries or
Yeah,
injuries like that, so it has to be
yeah,
on that end of.
yeah. So that load management, man, I don't know if the teams will people gonna start not doing it as much, but you know they got that rule for like incentives that you can't get incentives and be
Right,
considered for like awards if you play less than 65 games. You know what I mean? Incentivize all that type of stuff. So, but that's a lot of games missed. You know what I mean? That's like 20. It's what 82 games in the season. Yeah. So that
but how do you tell? Like, because some people really have injuries, man.
yeah yeah yeah.
So how can you distinguish between that, and how can you state that somebody's not going to win an award because of that?
Yeah, I think they doing it just to say if you didn't play 65 games, you ain't going. They don't care if you can just say I'm opting out for this game. If you ain't reached that threshold, then you're not gonna get considered. You know what I mean? It's basically
Yeah,
saying either you injure or you choose to opt out. That's to clean up that opt out. People just say, "Oh, a big toe hurt." You know what I mean? I ain't gonna play tonight. Um, all that type of stuff, man. I think that's part of it, man. But I it's crazy, man, because you know what I mean, and in the early 2000s, the 90s, the 80s, them dudes, man, the medicine wasn't there. They ain't like it was now. But you're playing less than what they are, and you're a
mhm.
little bit injured more than what they are. That's what I don't get.
I mean, it's just, it's, I mean, it's the vitality of the sport. I mean, we know how tough it was back then,
Yeah,
and compared to now. And I mean, they just push themselves more. You pushed yourself more so to a brink. You persevere more
yeah,
back in the days. With more rules and changes that come.
yeah,
It's less that an athlete has to do or endure through. So
yeah,
I think that's where it happens. That's where you see the changes at.
yeah. I got
In between those lines.
you. Yeah,
Well, I mean, we rather still see the Charles Oakleys, and the Dennis Rodman, but I mean, think about it. Like I said, look how much slack that Draymond Green gets. We watched that every game in the '90s, early 2000s.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so it's just change.
yeah. It changed big, man. Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, bro.
Hmm.
But man, we'll switch gears, man. We're going to football, man, and We'll start out with college football. If you remember, we talked about it kind of on early in our videos, man. It kind of got highlighted right around that college football selection committee for who's going to the Final Four. And FSU, then that's what the report said. FSU is suing the ACC, and then also Clemson jumped into it. And I started doing, they doing the um the the court that's doing that Florida State versus ACC is in North Carolina. And the big reason why they doing it is, and I'm gonna read it based off this article. Florida State leaders have been vocal in their displeasure over the conference revenue sharing plan. Most complaints circle around the ACC TV contract with ESPN, which extends through 2036, even as the network makes substantial cuts. The Big Ten signed a 7-year, $8 billion deal to air games between Fox, CBS, and NBC that went into effect last season. For the 2024 season, SEC started a 10-year, $3 billion deal moved from CBS to ESPN. Those deals include huge payout for the school. Florida coach Billy Napier said projections show SEC schools will get millions more than from the new deal, rising from $55 million to potentially $70 million per school. Florida State athletic director said that the Big Ten schools will receive $80 million each year from its TV contract, whereas Florida State currently receives $42 million. So with that, the way I read this and interpret it is what the ACC basically kind of locked them in on a kind of a fixed pricing.
Right.
And now SEC moved from CBS to ESPN. They got a big deal, more money to the schools. The Big Ten is also shared between multiple, but also additional ESPN. Like I said, they're getting $80 million per school that's in the Big Ten. And now you basically about to get half that.
Yeah.
So
Right, that's exactly what it sounds like. They got locked into that structured deal at one in time, and apparently they can't get out because I mean they have big lawyers on each side.
yep,
So
yep.
I don't
So
know. That's
Clemson, when Clemson got kind of started being vocal on it, the same thing. They'll file in another law. They filed their lawsuit, but theirs is in South Carolina. Same reason. They need to I guess the big piece of this is they got a big time fee to even get out the ACC. If they was to lead ACC, Clemson or any team, they got to pay $572 million. They said that's crazy, and they stated some laws basically saying that you're locking us in something that is hindering our organization, our school, for raising revenue, and also they're saying that they own our rights, but in the contract we own our rights.
Yeah, they're caught between the rock and the hard place because
Yep.
if I can't make any more money to even pay you to leave, then I mean, what's going on? Like I
Yeah.
said, they locked into that structured deal. I mean, I don't know why they signed it through 2036. That's crazy.
So think about this. I say this for. So think about this. The only people that really sign like when something like that's at that time, you remember it like Fat Joe say, yesterday's price ain't today's price. They signed on yesterday's prices.
Right.
And then look at it. All this happened before the new contract with the Big Ten and the SEC. So like relate that to like the NFL quarterback signing a contract. You know what they always say? People ain't like, man, I ain't trying to be the first one to sign this new contract. Like Michael Parsons. Like I ain't trying to be the first one to, you know what I mean, my position to sign that contract. I want to see
you're gonna
what
get the
else
list.
because why? I need to get paid more than him. If ACC sign theirs, then following year, Big Ten, SEC. All of them signed 10-year deals. Because think about it, I just read it. SEC signed a 10-year deal. Big Ten signed a 10-year deal. So the 10 years, that seemed about normal. You know what I mean? You want to lock in that guaranteed revenue.
Yeah,
But now they ain't got
like,
no room to negotiate.
Right. It seems like right, and definitely in today's market and with sports today, you know, there's so many clauses in these contracts. So
Yeah.
I just don't see how or why they would sign a contract that doesn't have a clause to where you can for any room for growth.
Yeah. Yeah. So also looking, I ain't gonna keep reading the article, but looking more in the article, in hindsight, if it Florida State and also Clemson, they want to be able to leave the ACC, but they'll pay a fee, but they don't want to pay no $572 million.
No, that's just nuts.
They want a reduced fee because they saying that's just outrageous to play that.
It is. It is. It is outrageous.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think Greg Sankey will open the door for them to. In this type of situation, this unprecedented situation, I think that could happen.
So let me we'll just forget about all the legal stuff right now, and we'll just say that I throw the scenario out that ACC, and Florida State, they're gonna leave regardless, no matter what they're gonna pay the fine, whatever. We'll just get what conference do you think will be best fitted for them?
SEC, hands down. And you know they actually spoke on this last year in regards to saying that people were saying that they thought Florida State and Clemson was a better fit than Texas and Oklahoma. You know, so
I think now Texas, I don't want them in SEC, boy. Hey, bro, that was Sark. That was Sark, bro.
yeah, Sark ain't playing.
Hey, he ain't playing. So if it was Matt Brown still at Texas, then Sark is different. You know what I mean?
He's a different animal. So, and they got the right coach, you know, to come into this league at the right time.
Yeah. So I say like that's great for the SEC. Bad for us as you know what I mean as competitors because you Alabama, Auburn fans. So you know that's we're like God, dog. You know what I mean? We want that to be an out of conference game. We got to battle these dudes in the conference. You know what I mean? So and
it count.
Yeah. Oklahoma's not a good fit. Nah, they ain't no good fit. But the new age Texas, yeah, they're a good fit. I think so. It's interesting because we got a lot of teams now in the SEC. I mean SEC now, man. And
but you know, if any teams, I definitely like Texas and Oklahoma in the conference. It might take Oklahoma a long time,
yeah,
you know, to catch up. You know, but I still like them as a unit, you know, because the rival that they bring into it, as well. So I think that'll definitely be good for the game, the conference.
So think about what we talked about a while back, man. I mean, it might have been our third, fourth video where we were talking about it, the NCAA. Do you think gonna be in the conferences soon? Because think about this: if just say Clemson and Florida State come over, man, God, dog, man, now the conference getting way too big. I personally think it'll get way too big to the point where do we really need conferences? Because think about it, you can treat it like a player. Player, hey, we're gonna tell you what you can do, what you can't do. You can't make no money outside of blah blah blah. Now NL, hey, we make it whatever we want to make. You want to, you know what I mean? You cut out the middleman when you do it that way. You cut out your conference man. So now you ain't got to answer to a conference to say you my likeness or how you can use my likeness. No, it's all on me.
Yeah, I don't think too many people, well, definitely in the SEC, they don't feel as they're being guarded by this big machine, that's holding them back in
Yeah,
the SEC.
because they making money. They
Right,
and
right,
they and the
right,
one thing about
right.
the SEC keep generating more revenue for them
Exactly. Compared to the other conferences who
to the
just
other
split up,
conference. Yep,
yeah, and
yep.
went their own ways. So yeah, I mean, if
That's what we
anything,
got with the Pac-12. You know what I mean?
right, right, right. I
They're
can
like,
see them dismantling. I see them dismantling first. If anything, it'll be the SEC last. They'll hold on to it, but down south too. You already know how it is with the SEC. The
yeah,
SEC is kind of like a staple for
it's a staple. Yeah, it's
yeah.
like, hey, it's like a badge of honor almost. You know what I
It,
mean?
it is.
Yeah,
It is as much as the rivals are from
yeah,
game to game and week to week. When we get in the bowl games, what do they chant? SEC.
yeah.
So it's kind of like a
Uh, and the SEC championship game, bro. You know what I mean? That mug is
yeah.
almost national championship game. You
Man,
be
it is. It is. And how many coaches say that every year? This is
yep,
almost the national championship game for us. This is the game for us.
yep,
And everybody knows. I mean, even when Georgia played TCU in the national championship game, what did everybody say? They said, "Man, the SEC championship game was the national championship
yeah,
game." So
yep, 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 yeah, man. So you know what I mean? But I wanted to go over that, man, because I don't know how it might be going on for a while. I don't know how that's going to pan out, man.
yeah, I
Um,
need to read that full article there.
yeah, they moving fast on it. But you fighting two. I'm gonna tell you, it's another piece to it. If you remember where I listed, all of them, they got these new TV deals with ESPN. Shoot, they call ESPN the court too. So they a part. They're not a part of the lawsuit and that, but they're a part of being a part of because everybody want to see what I guess the legalities around these TV contracts for the ACC.
Yeah. Because I can see that. I can see why. Because if the judge feels like, okay, no, y'all are actually hindering these schools and these programs because y'all are holding them back. I mean, it could feel like a monarchy.
Yep.
That y'all not giving them room to grow, and he could throw the book at them
Yep. I
because of
mean,
that.
hey, I like I told when we were talking about the March Madness tournaments with True TV. No, hey, I ain't never known about nothing about True TV to March Madness. Hey, don't let them get a hold of you know what I mean, a college team or
Oh
a
man,
conference.
man,
Cause
it's gonna be bad.
bro, I don't even know how to get back to True TV, bro. But it was on March Madness. And you let them
Yeah,
get college football because obviously nobody watching it. That's just a free. It's almost like a free open channel. Whatever y'all want to air, man, come on and air, bro.
yeah, yeah. Bring your commercials, your dogs, everything. Bring it on up. Yeah, yeah. They did the right thing. They
Yeah.
did the right thing because I mean, yeah, definitely. If they get a college football game, because look how much the NFL paid for one game, two games with Peacock
Yeah.
and the Amazon when they first started.
Yep. Yep.
So I can
Yep.
imagine what college, what they'll pay for college, because we all know college is the one of the leading sports as far as contracts goes, or as far as viewers go.
Yep. Yep. But yeah,
Yeah,
man. But yeah, I wanted to go to that, man, because that with me and you've been kind of talking about, it, but I wanted to get the article and see where it's at because they was in court last month, so
right, right.
yeah, they moving pretty fast on it, man. But I'm gonna switch over to the NFL draft. We talked about the draft last episode, but this kind of disappointing because we know when we was covering like the combine and stuff, and then we talked about the HBCU combine, whatever, and I had some comments about it, but now we finding out, hey, I might have been right. I'm just gonna say that because no HBCU football players was drafted. And you remember I was saying like it was people opting out on certain things during the HBCU, and it's bad to say this, man, but we got to work harder coming from a small school like that. You can't bail out because everything they're gonna relate back to is, well, you did this on film, but we don't know about this level of competition.
Right.
Think
You got
about
to
it. They
show
talk about level of competition like Caleb and Marvin Harrison Jr. And they playing big school. They playing Power Five. What you
right,
think they're gonna do with an HBCU player?
right. Exactly. That's true. That's true. You got to show them. You got to put it in their face. You got to try to bring it to the forefront.
Yeah,
So, and yeah, that's definitely true. And I just think the HBCU players, what they'll do is they'll get their deals as far as like being invited to camp or free
yeah,
agency. At this point in time.
free agent, something like that.
Right,
Which I think
right.
a couple of them went. It was a I don't know the players. I think it was like two or three that got calls the next day as
Mm-hmm.
a
Right,
draft free agent. You know what I mean?
right.
I can't remember. I gotta look it up. I don't remember what play. I just remember it was like two or three, but it wasn't enough that were drafted. It was so. What was crazy? It was like I think it was like 8 or 9 players that's supposed to been that was rejected between fifth and seventh round, and none of them got drafted. Even a quarterback from where my son goes, North Carolina Central.
But yeah. Him and the quarterback for family was the
Yep,
top rated
yep,
player. So I'm pretty sure they'll be in camp somewhere.
yeah,
And they'll get to showcase their talent.
yeah. But and remember I kind of not I just seen there were gonna be some issues, and I didn't know it was gonna be zero. But like I told you, I wasn't impressed. At first of all, it wasn't enough presence from NFL scouts at the HBCU combine. It should have been a lot more. But the ones that's there, you got to perform. You can't be saying,
Right.
"Oh, I'm gonna opt out of this. I'm gonna do this,"
Yeah.
but nah, bro. You know what I mean? They was coming at Caleb for not doing stuff like that. He was #1 draft pick. What you think you're gonna get at HBCU?
Yeah. I
You
mean,
almost
that's definitely
got
true.
everything double. Just you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To be real with you, because you have to fight harder.
Yeah, but thankfully, those boys have the UFL now. They have that combined league now to showcase their talents or to where they can make a bag, and possibly step up, if they don't make it to a team,
Yeah.
as of right now at this point in time.
Hey, I'm gonna read this what Doug Williams said on April 28th, so 2 days ago. Doug
The
Williams
great,
said, the great Doug Williams, after all the work, after all the work, no one is standing on the tables in the NFL war rooms for HBCU players. And I kind of read between the lines on that article. You
mhm.
have some African American coaches, you got some African American GMs, and I think that's where he's coming from.
Yeah. I mean, but that's a. I mean, who's to say? Because you're from the far looking in too. At the same time, you have to look at stuff from both ends of the perspective. So, who's to say it's not a coach in there saying, "Man, this boy, he got it." You know what I'm saying? But you have to give that information to the higher ups, and they make that decision. You know what I'm saying? That's at least they can. Like I said, if they invite them to a camp to you get to showcase your talent amongst everybody else, then that's your time to shine right there. You have to
Yep.
prove it right then and there at that time. So hopefully they get that opportunity.
Yeah, yeah, I hope so too, man. That what kind of stood out to me. I ain't gonna say he's not wrong, and I ain't gonna say he's right too, because
Right, right.
and you can
Exactly.
see both sides of the spectrum, and I see and understand exactly what he's saying too with it.
Right. Because
Um,
the boy from NC Central now, and that man has a arm. He has a he's a prolific passer.
but
Just watching
what they gonna say? Oh, but the level of talent.
competition. Yeah, yeah. But we shall see. That's what I say. If you get an invite to camp, you got to do your thing.
But I'm gonna tell you something else, Mark. It's interesting that you say the level of competition, not you, but the people, the naysayers,
Mm-hmm.
level of competition, but it's 30 HBCU Hall of Famers in NFL.
Oh yeah,
It's 30 of them.
yeah,
Obviously they bred some way.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I mean, right? That's not that. I mean, you definitely can't put down the competition level of
Yeah.
the HBCU, because
But
they, I mean, because they play on, they play fast, big big individuals as well. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough league to play in, no doubt about it. I mean, and like I said, those, like you said, there's a lot of players in the Hall of Fame and plenty more to come. So I
yeah.
mean,
I,
we already know how that goes.
I think Deion Sanders said it best. And he said it where the biggest difference between playing at HBCU and a big time school, Power Five school, is the trenches,
It's
not the
the
skill.
trenches, line,
It ain't the
line,
skill
no doubt
position.
about it. No doubt about it.
He said, it ain't
No
the
doubt
skill,
about it.
it's the trenches.
Yeah, because what did he have at Colorado? He had all the skill positions he needed.
He
He
have no
just didn't have
trenches.
the trenches. He didn't have the trenches. So
Yep.
yeah,
And what that's the big reason what we talked about too all the time. Like, hey, that's why we always say the SEC probably gonna eight. I say 9 out of 10. I won't say 8 out of 10, but I'm gonna say 9 out of 10. Is gonna win the championship game in football because why? SEC probably had the best trenches, bro.
mm,
The, you can say like your
on
Midwestern,
both sides.
like on both sides. Like you got your
Yeah,
Iowas, they got
right.
they got big boys, they got big linemen, but they lack the
Offensive line.
skill position. They lack the skill position at them schools.
Mm-hmm.
The SEC got skill position and the trenches.
Right, right, right. On both sides.
And they ain't gonna be throwing. It's very rare that you're gonna catch an SEC quarterback throwing more than 50 times a game. And probably not even that. What is
Yeah,
about 30, about 30, 30, whether it get about 35, quarterback ain't gonna be throwing too much more than 35 in the SEC.
because you don't have to just throw the ball all over the field.
Yeah, we run the
Unless-
ball.
Yeah, definitely. You get up in the game
And when you got them
and run the ball.
trenches, then you don't want the big 300-pound dudes catch your quarterback, you know what I mean, in a bad position trying to throw the ball. He getting buried in the ground.
Mm-hmm. That's what they were telling Jaden Daniels a lot of games last year. I mean, even in the draft, they were saying he's got to learn how to get down and not take a hit. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they will knock you loose. Yeah,
Yeah.
know how that is.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So
So what do you give the Ravens? What's your grade on them for their draft?
I don't know what ESPN gave their official draft. I give them. I'm border. Man, I'm border between like a A- and a B+.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm gonna tell you why. I thought they would have grabbed maybe a wide receiver a little bit earlier, but they went and got some DBs, some great DBs, and I agree with that. At first, I was a little mad about it, but I had to think about, you know what? Marlon Humphrey's been getting injured for the last couple of years. He's been missing games. Our other cornerback has had injuries. So, yeah, we kind of been, they play, but they kind of been injury prone. I mean, you got to remember, like, the last 3 games of the season, man, Marlon Humphrey is hurt, man. And the year before that, he got hurt a couple
Yeah, he
games.
sure did. He sure
So,
did. And
so I agree. I agree with that. And also, if you noted what me and you talked about, when the Bills jacked up the conference, jacked up the ACC. I mean, not the ACC, the AFC.
AFC.
AFC. Because they allowed the doggone Chiefs to grab word from Texas. I don't know what they was thinking, and you just add another species. So you gotta think about it. You know, when we face people like Miami, nothing but speed, nothing but track. You know what I mean? That it's a track meet. All now you got the Chiefs. You already dealing with Kelsey. You know what I mean? Dealing with Rice. Now you got another 4-2 dude. You got the 4-2 dude that you just drafted, and we see what he do. Then you got. I mean, you got those problems, man, and you got those are two highlights I say with the AFC. You need some DBs, and when you play Miami, they got three speedsters on the field at the same time. What you supposed to do, man?
Right. Prevent defense.
You can't be out there. You got to go to a nickel package, or you know what I mean.
Prevent defense, like I said, a
You got to
damn
go
pack.
to you know what I mean, or you go on a man, but you got somebody that can at least keep up with another DB on the field. So I agree with it. They basically, when you think about it, they drafted for the competition they're gonna have to face in the conference.
What you supposed to do?
Yep. And then Walker from you know what I mean from UNC, I was surprised by that pick. I was surprised he fell to us. If you remember Walker, he was the one that NCAA was refusing allowed to play. You know what I mean? Yeah. He run 4.3. He run a 4.3, bit like 6'2.5", almost 6'3". I mean, he's jumping, he's catching the ball at the high point. So, you know, I'm just glad he got one. First, I'm glad he got drafted. I don't care what team it was. I'm glad he got drafted because he dealt with a lot with the NCAA.
Yeah.
You know, they screwed him over bad. So I'm glad he kind of, you know what I mean, able to get to another level in his life, you know, in playing ball. But then he fell to us. I mean, we ain't re-signed Odell. That starting spot is open for the taking, man. And you got somebody that limited damage to the body or anything, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's a great pick. And he can stretch the field because he run 4.3 and can catch. And he high pointed. Zay Flowers out, you know what I mean? He was great receiver. Rookie for us. He's small. You know what I'm saying? So now you got somebody that can stretch the field and tall. Yeah, I think that's a great pick. So I'm kind of I thought we would probably got another linebacker. I don't think we picked up a linebacker. But because we re-signed, I think that we got some young linebackers that ain't really touched the field. So I think they're ready to develop those. And that's cheaper. So I'm about like an A- or a B+ on it, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about that. They ain't bombing. I think they got great picks. And I think the reason they got them DBs is because of the injuries. I know we picked up another center. He was playing center in college, but they're gonna move him to guard. Because the center we got, he started as a rookie, man. He was phenomenal, man. He from Iowa, Midwest dude. Midwest dude.
That's who you better get. That's who you better get for those linemen.
Yeah.
And he from Iowa. He from the right place.
Yep. Just naturally strong. You know what I mean? They ain't, they've been strong. They don't even know how strong they is because they've been forming all their life. That's what you want. That's what you want right there. That's what you
Natural
want.
strength.
Yeah.
Full in practice.
Yep.
John Deere. Yeah.
Yep. So man, we gonna man. So talk to me, man. You know, you were saying, oh, Zeke ain't coming back. We refuse to sign him. But now they agreed to terms to a 1-year deal.
I told you.
To the Cowboys.
It's just a retirement contract. That's all it is. You know, we
don't
don't expect him to do much.
It take a couple hours to retire. You just got to file a paper.
We don't expect him to do much. You know, he wants to go through the full season. He want to jump in the Salvation Army can one more time. So we're gonna let him do that and get his rocks off. He's done a lot for the organization. We can at least give him that. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile,
So tell me this then. So tell me this. Based upon free agency for the Cowboys, based upon the draft for the Cowboys, what's your
don't say
projection for the season?
it. Did you really ask me that?
You can't say Super Bowl. Please don't say Super Bowl. Please don't say Super Bowl because y'all weren't even nowhere near the Super Bowl last year, and the roster ain't changed.
No, we was near. It just ain't fall how it's supposed to, but we was near right now.
I mean,
Now you got
it's
that.
supposed
You
to
got that
fall
admit.
in the game. Y'all didn't do many. I mean, you didn't win enough games. So and the
Yeah.
roster ain't changed. And then y'all going back to the nursing home to get Zeke Elliott. So I'm confused about what is y'all expectation. So what did y'all see y'all record? 8-8? That what y'all see?
No, we'll definitely go. We'll definitely go 12-4 with the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Definitely with the Super Bowl. Now we didn't get a running back like we were supposed to, but we're gonna be all right. We're not gonna lose the pivotal game that we did last year. I'm telling you now. Now our draft might not have been the best, but we got some key positions that we did need. As far as the linemen and our linebacker, definitely love those picks. We're gonna see what our cornerback does from Wake Forest. I just wish we would have got Mitchell from Toledo. The first cornerback, the best one that was on the board when we had the opportunity to. We screwed that over, but yeah, man, we should definitely end the season by 12-4, thirteen
Out
and
the first
three.
round?
Huh?
Out the first round?
Oh no, no, that's over with, man. That won't happen no more.
Y'all been saying
That won't happen.
where
That won't happen no more, man. And when it does, I'm gonna buy you. I'm gonna buy you a Super Bowl shirt.
hey,
You feel me? Because you deserve it
Mark,
out of anybody.
I'm gonna bring that. I'm gonna bring down a realization. I'm gonna bring down a realization.
Now, I'm just
Oh,
saying
oh,
that.
oh, 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 oh.
Are we not Super Bowl? Are we
No,
not Super Bowl material?
no,
Every year we are.
not at all. I'm gonna tell you this, Mark. I'm gonna tell you
Every
this.
year we just don't pull it off. We don't
So,
do the
so,
things we're supposed to do
so,
to get
Mark,
there.
I'm gonna tell you this. You know,
Divisional leaders every year.
think about this. Think about this, Mark.
Every year.
I'm finna break it down real. So, you know, we at an age right now. You know, I, I'm a, I'm a papa. I'm a granddad, and I'm finna say this.
Damn, boy, you a granddad.
Yeah, I'm gonna think about this now. I'm a granddad, and I'm gonna say this. I was in the fifth grade the last time. The last time the Dallas Cowboys. I think I was in the fifth grade or the sixth grade, maybe the sixth. I think it was the sixth grade. Scarborough
You
Middle
go get
School. Shout out
you
Mobile,
go
Alabama.
Scar
Middle School. I'm
Arbor.
pretty sure that was the last time. Yeah, it was at we was at Scarborough. We was in middle school. Yeah, middle school.
Here
We
you
was in
go
middle
being
school, and I'm a granddad now, bro. I got grades right here, bro. I'm a granddad right now. That was the last time the Cowboys, bro.
you you didn't have to put it like that, man. You know what? You try to think of every scenario, possible to make us look bad, bro. And I don't like that. Bro. You feel me? You come up with all these parables, what I'm saying, to make us look bad. You need to do better, bro.
Hey man, think about this, bro. I'm a granddad now. The last time the Cowboys was in the Super Bowl, I think it was in middle school, and I'm pretty sure it was either sixth grade or seventh grade. I gotta look back and do the dates on it.
Yeah, but
Think about that, bro.
times are different. Times are
That
different.
it it,
This is
it
a different year. This is a
it's
different year.
you got people that was our age when the Cowboys was in the Super Bowl. Now they're in a nursing home.
Hey man, all that may be true, but like I said, each year we are divisional champions, leaders for the last whoever knows how long, 5 years, I would say.
You you remember President Bush? You remember President Bush?
Which
It
one, W or George, or the first one?
Yeah, it was the first one that since the last time they won a Super Bowl. The war on drugs. It was him.
The one. You need to stop. You need to stop. One. Yeah, man. This is a
It was,
different year.
bro. Think about
Like I
how
said,
long it's been.
that's all right. That's all right,
Bal-
Lionel.
Baltimore Ravens wasn't even a team.
Yeah, they shouldn't have been no team. I don't know
Well,
who
they got two
created
Super
them.
Bowls, and I mean since '96, they got two Super Bowls. Y'all got two
One,
playoff wins.
we got one. We won
Oh yeah,
them.
one. Yeah. I try to give y'all the extra. My bad. The
Yeah,
other,
yeah.
and I mean, I just don't know
But
how do y'all come in every year thinking,
it's
oh,
our team. But you see it though. I know you see it. You have to see what we see as far as like a talent and the players that we have.
is Troy Aikman starting this year?
I wish
Hey,
he would. I wish
hey,
he was.
hey,
But
between Tony Romo
we put together.
and Mr. Prescott, I don't even who's before Tony Romo? Was it Quincy? Was it Quincy before Tony Romo?
Um,
You remember
before
Quincy from
Romo,
Georgia?
yeah, from Georgia, yeah. He played, and
Was he
him,
before
and
who before Tony Romo?
he was definitely before Romo.
Was he right before Romo? Then it moved to Romo. I'm trying to remember who was before Romo.
I believe so. Well,
Yeah,
it was, yeah.
it just, bruh. I don't know what to say, man. I mean,
No, no,
y'all. I'm
just
surprised
believe
y'all
it.
don't see Elliott. That lets y'all know that y'all. That's showing desperation. That ain't all in like Mister whatever his name, Jerry Jones said. Oh, we all in. Yeah, y'all went and got this man. Y'all stopped his ARP and Social Security to go grab Zeke Elliott to come back to the Cowboys. Come on,
It
man,
is a
stop.
retirement contract. This man is just it's 1 year. He's going to retire as a Cowboy. What's wrong with that?
He's gonna start.
Oh, he would not. He
Who
would
y'all got?
not start.
Pollard ain't there.
Dardale,
Start.
Dardale, the running back who been
Who?
balling out.
Who?
Dardale, he's gonna start. It's gonna be our running back, man, and we're gonna go get another running back. To help out. We'll get a running back, another one. We ain't
Mm,
worried about that. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
I mean, Zeke will be a backup, and he knows it at this point in time.
mm.
I mean, it's no need to panic, man. No, fret
Oh, I,
not,
ain't- I, I ain't panicking. I'm here for
fret.
the show. You know what I mean? It's this same show. It's been happening for 35 years, I think, 35 years. It's the same show. You know what I mean? It's like the Martin show. It keep rerunning. You know what I'm saying? It keep coming back on. You know, that's what the Dallas Cowboys is.
Uh, hey man, I can't wait the day to see y'all face, man. I can't wait till the day
Hey,
to see y'all face.
Hey,
hate on us.
I told you when that face gonna come. Hey, when
We,
Jerry
we,
Jones died, yeah, the next season y'all don't win the Super Bowl. He did. He did too much bad to that team. Jimmy Johnson curse. Nah, bro, that's still there. That's
no, it's
still.
been lifted. It's been lifted because he put Jimmy in the Hall of Fame. It's been lifted.
He
We
was
gave
forced to put. He was
it
forced. The only reason he did that was like everybody can
well.
say, "Hey, man, bro, you got to do something about Jimmy because this is Kurt." God, dog, man. All right, I do it. That's what he did. He didn't
No
do
man.
that out of the gracious of his heart. He didn't say,
Yes,
"Jimmy."
yes he did.
No, he did not.
Yeah,
Please,
he's turned the corner. He
he
turned the
did
corner.
not. He did
He
not.
turned the corner. He
He
knows he can't hold that beef
he
forever.
went
He
he
knows
went
what
over,
Jimmy did.
he went to the witch doctor. The witch doctor said, "You got to lift this curse." He did half-hearted, and he still got it.
Man, he know what Jimmy did for the program. You know, I mean, everybody has a come to Jesus moment, like they say, not there. And he's over with, man. You know, he doesn't feel that way anymore. There's no more all that animosity. He's put that behind him. They've grown as men, both of them. And now Jimmy, I'm telling you, Jimmy done got put in the Hall of Fame. Watch. And I'm buying everybody Cowboys Super Bowl shirts.
Nobody want that.
Yes,
That's
y'all
the one
did.
that's the one that going to Africa.
Send me your side.
They gonna be in Africa. They ain't gonna be in the stores here. They can't sell lies on shirts. Nah.
Hey man, you just send me everybody's size, nephew,
I,
niece.
so all right, you
Your
know what?
size.
So tell me this. So tell me this. If y'all going to the Super Bowl, I know that ain't happening. All right, tell me, y'all don't have the talent to get past Philadelphia.
Did you see Philadelphia tanking last year? Did you not watch?
Okay.
They just lost. They just
And
lost their main. They just
what
lost their main piece
what did they
out
do?
that line.
What did they do in the offseason?
They ain't do nothing.
Load it up.
They lo- they retired. Jason Kelly retired. You remember?
They loaded up. Who
Do they
they
got a
signed?
center?
Who
Do
they
they
signed?
have a center?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, and want me to tell you what's funny? The center been behind Jason Kelce for 3 years. Really?
Oh, a backup.
Oh yeah. And also, they did something y'all didn't do.
A backup.
Who did they sign at running back? They did something y'all didn't do. Who they get?
We got to run back. We're not worried. They wasted their money. We got all season.
They went and got
We
Saquon Barkley. Is that wasting money? Y'all couldn't stop him when he was on the sorry team with the Giants. What do you think he
who
finna
could
do with the Eagles?
who could stop him?
Not them,
Saquon
not
ain't
them, not them 195-pound linebackers y'all had at the Cowboys. Y'all could not stop Saquon Barkley. Y'all might have beat the team, but y'all cannot stop this man. No, you
that man
cannot.
ain't run all over us. He ain't run all over us. No, he did not. You need to stop it. That
Eh,
man did not run all over us, man.
Now you about to make me look up the stat, Mark. I'm about to look up
Yeah,
these stats, bro.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Mm,
ahead.
nah, but
And we just signed a running back, man. We have all season to sign a running back. What we have to
yeah,
week 13, 14 to sign a running back.
y'all,
We're gonna be
y'all,
all right.
y'all be 6-6 by that time.
Boy, stop. But we don't have to worry about that record in our conference. Now y'all do. But y'all got that beast of a conference. Y'all got the SEC of the NFL.
So, Tip, all right, who's all in y'all conference? Y'all got Eagles, lost. Who else in y'all?
Eagles and
Y'all to beat the
us.
Giants.
Yeah, what's after that?
Who else y'all got in y'all conference?
Um,
Hold
Tampa
on,
Bay,
I'm gonna tell you right
Tampa
now.
Bay.
Oh yeah, and y'all can't even win the East. It's only y'all, the Giants, Philadelphia, and the Commanders.
We win just about every year.
Oh, y'all ain't finna
And we
beat
don't
them.
even
Y'all ain't finna beat
we don't even mention the Commanders. That ain't even a real team. We did that. We don't even mention him.
Hey, don't get beat by Magic Johnson. Don't get beat by Magic Johnson now.
We will not lose to the Redskins. That's what I call them.
Now you know we're recording, so I will reference this video if the Commanders beat y'all. I'm just going ahead
We
and
will
say,
not. We will not lose to the Redskins. That's their name.
please, we got to make sure to clip for this one. Yep.
If Mama named him Clay, I'm gonna call him Clay. We will not lose to the Redskins. They ain't no Commanders. They ain't commanding them. We will not lose to them boys at all.
Hey, bro, and
Now you know it.
don't
You
let
just
your
worry about.
Alabama boy go off on the Cowboys too. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Devontae.
Derrick Henry.
No, Devontae.
Devontae.
Oh, you know what he can do.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
We raised him.
So, hey, man. I'm sorry to tell you. I don't see it happening. I see y'all going 500 or a little bit above 500 for the season.
Yes.
The Cowboys. Yep. You know I'm using right on with these type of things, man. That's what I see.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You wasn't right on by Auburn record.
It's the it's the love for my team on that.
Okay.
It's the love, man. We got a love-hate relationship right now, man. You know, Auburn, man.
Because I was loving to hear it's gonna be it's a freeze out. It's a freeze out this week. All that over.
Hey, I'm gonna say it right now. Hey, if Freeze don't get it together this year, it is gonna be a freeze out. Freeze, his butt gonna be out. We stick around for that.
You see, yeah.
Now, that's one thing you can't agree. Hey,
Yeah,
Auburn get ready in a heartbeat.
Y'all are so out of control. Y'all don't let the coach stay long at all, but let that man get his feet wet, man. Come on now.
Hey,
No, let him
just go down to Mobile. Put your feet in the water. Your feet wet, man. Put your feet in the Gulf, man. Get all the water you need. And then you come drive back to Auburn and get your stuff together, bro. Hey.
It's all right, man. It's all right now. You just got there.
Go to the Gulf. Go to the riverboat. Put your feet in the water. Don't talk mess out there. Just put your feet in the water and get back to Auburn and figure it out, man.
Hey, man, it's all right. He just got there. Y'all can go. He got time. Y'all can go. Y'all can have 4 years.
You got to see
man,
that.
He got time. He got time. Y'all can go 4 years, 6 and 7. That's enough time. You feel me? Just let that man get his feet wet. Now, we okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Just go 4 years, 6 and 7. Try to figure it out. Don't rush it. There's no need to rush it, man. Take your time, man.
Boy,
that's your problem.
Hey, you already know. There's no way. First of all, before I even get to the institution, there's no way the Auburn fans will even allow that. 4 years?
Yeah, just go 4 years.
Hey, he on a clock right now.
Yeah, that's y'all problem.
He's on the hot seat. They ain't put him on the hot seat yet. But hey, let that more start. Hey, we didn't start looking somewhere else. We don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care about the. Hey,
they sure don't. They don't care about the money.
We'll pay you till you die. Get out of this. Get out of this school.
Yeah.
We'll pay your kids, your grandkids. Please leave so we can find somebody else. Hey, they not care.
I'm still paying Gus. Gus getting paid good by Auburn down there. UCF.
Another 2 years of that crap. I think it's at least
about 60. Y'all owe him about 60. So it's something crazy.
Yeah. bro. It ain't
Y'all did
changed.
Harson wrong. Y'all did
Nah,
Harson wrong.
nah, he ain't, bro.
Yeah, y'all did Harson wrong.
Nah,
Y'all got the Philip Fulmer effect. I told you. Y'all keep
nah,
getting
nah.
rid
I'll be
trying
real.
to
At first, I see what you're telling me about Freeze. I was with Harsh because I was like, he got good records at Boise, blah blah blah. They kind of fed me into that bull crap, but I should have been like these NFL scouts. Hey, I got to look at the level of competition, and boys ain't playing nobody. You know what I mean? Nah,
Oh, you believe in Harson?
I believed him for about the first two games, and I said, "Nah, it was all a facade. They fooled me, bro. You know what I mean?
Y'all did that man something wrong.
Hey, bro, get
Where
out of
is
here.
he now?
Oh, I think he was at one point. He was still living in Auburn because his son was going to Auburn High School. I think his son actually. I think I was just seeing some last year in the last year that his son won like the championship game. I think it was like 6A, 5A, 5A, 6A.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because he was still living there, so he might been moved now. I don't know how he showed his face around Auburn because Auburn ain't that big. So
Shush.
I don't know
Um,
what he was living at because you can't go nowhere. Hey, hey, bro, and
at all.
that gotta be a stomach. Matter of fact, I know his son was in a championship game because I forgot which classification. I don't know if it was 5A or 6A, but they had the championship game at University of Auburn. And they
Oh.
had on the news like, oh, Harsh is back in the building, blah blah blah.
He had to go back. Oh man. What a dreadful thing to do to have to drag your family back through that. Y'all wrong, man.
But yeah,
That's
bro.
crazy.
But man, we'll close it out, man. What else you want to cover? Anything else before we close it out?
I mean, we'll just see what's going on. Like I said, in these upcoming playoff games, definitely with basketball. I mean, it's
Yeah,
definitely getting more interesting. The further
yeah,
and further we get into it, and like I say, just keep your eyes on the UFL.
yeah.
Definitely they're
Hey,
making some noise.
hey,
So,
I'm gonna say this too, because the Milwaukee and Indiana game is on right now. Man, even Milwaukee, they injured. They ain't got Dame. They ain't got Giannis, but they up 21 points right now on
uh-oh.
Indiana. With 5 minutes left in the game, fourth quarter. So
It's
they
balling.
bitch is showing up. Get what I'm saying? So
Right,
now
right,
that goes back to what we were saying about the Suns. Shoot, if somebody don't
right.
show somebody, they got their two superstars out. They two high paying superstars out, and they still doing this to Indiana.
Yeah, man. Usually when you win in the playoffs, it's because your bench shows up, your six man and your bench shows up.
Yep,
That's usually what pulls you through because those points are so pivotal
yep,
in these
yep,
type of games because there's so many injuries when you get to the playoffs and through the playoffs. So
yep,
you need those other people to step up. That's what you got them on the team for. You ain't just riding. It ain't like a third string quarterback. What I'm saying? Who don't expect to get in for 8 years
yeah,
and just make money the whole time. So you step in and do what you got to do. So yeah, man, that's what's up.
yeah.
The
So
Braves are doing what the Braves
yeah,
do. So
yeah. How the Braves looking now?
and the Braves look good. They look good, man.
Man, baseball, which we need to cover. We need to start covering too. We'll start covering that. I usually don't get into my baseball mode until about around that All Star break.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I really get into that because it's so long. It's a long season, man. Um, I usually don't get into that mode right around that All Star break. That's when I really get into that mode baseball. But the Braves, they looking good though.
You can always you check out too the SEC baseball is pretty good right now too.
Mm-hmm.
Very competitive.
It's always good.
You can check it. It is.
Yeah,
They do a rally cap. on the SEC network, you got to check out Rally Cap, where it shows you
Okay.
the game, what's been going on. The game, they're very interesting too. It's very competitive out there as well.
The
So
SEC is rough with baseball, man.
right,
Especially
right,
with
yeah.
Alabama, Auburn, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Florida's always
LSU,
yep.
and,
LSU, yep. And I think
so
I can't remember which Mississippi team was it, Ole Miss or Mississippi State that's
Mississippi
all
State.
yeah,
Mississippi
yeah,
State had a good year. They just won. What that was 2021, I believe they won, or 2022. One of the years they just won.
yeah,
The national tip. So
yeah,
yeah, they're doing good. But yeah,
yeah.
man. Just we'll
We'll
definitely be
get on.
covering that too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man. But hey, folks, again, thank you for sticking with us and joining our content. Join us on our Roundtable podcast. Please look us up on YouTube. Hopefully, you seen this video on YouTube. The Down South Sports Roundtable. Subscribe, like our stuff, so we can start getting more and more content out there. And Mark, man, we'll be back on here in a few days, man, to cover the, you know what I mean, more NBA, and especially the second round that's kicking off.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt
Yeah,
about it. Let's do it, man. Give people what they want.
yeah, absolutely, bro, absolutely, man. So everyone, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the support.
Have a good one.
Yeah.